Welcome to another show. Today, we're going to discuss the actresses who played Lois Lane.
What I've always wanted, just to be a wife, that corny life.
Lois Lane has remained one of the famous superhero love interests in comics and cinema for over 8 decades. However, besides being Superman's love interest, Lois Lane is a formidable character in her own right. Miss Lane is introduced as an epitome of journalistic excellence, and as an award-winning journalist, she works for Daily Planet, a metropolitan newspaper, with Perry White as its editor-in-chief. As Superman's primary love interest, Lois Lane was introduced in Action Comics #1, published in June 1938. As an important character, Lois Lane has appeared in every live-action Superman movie since 1948. Several talented actresses have breathed life into the character throughout the years, each leaving a distinct mark on Lois Lane's legacy.
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah,
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
sure.
Things are tough for so many people. A lot of darkness out there, and these movies, these kinds of movies, as much as people sometimes rag on these superhero movies, they bring people joy.
Today, the Secretary of Defense said he was going to look into your actions. That's funny?
My actions? I stopped a war.
Before we look at our list, let's take a brief look at the current Lois Lane, who is coming up in the most recent Superman movie. She's Rachel Brosnahan, and she was born on July 12, 1990 in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, to Carol and Earl Brosnahan, who worked in children's publishing. Her mother is British and her father is of American-Irish descent. From age 4, Brosnahan was raised in Highland Park, Illinois. She has a younger brother and sister. She attended Wayne Thomas Elementary School and Northwood Junior High School. She performed in musical theater during junior high and high school at Highland Park High School, where she was on the wrestling team for 2 years and was a snowboarding instructor. When she was 16, she took a class with Carol DeBow, director of Wilmotte's Actors Training Center, who is now her manager. Brosnahan graduated from New York University's Tisch School of the Arts in 2012. She is best known for portraying Midge Maisel, an aspiring stand-up comedian, in the Amazon Prime Video period comedy series The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. She won a Primetime Emmy Award in 2018 and 2 consecutive Golden Globe Awards in 2018 and 19. On television, she was Emmy nominated for the political thriller series House of Cards and acted in the drama series Manhattan. Brosnahan made her film debut with the horror film The Unborn in 2009 and has acted in Beautiful Creatures, Louder Than Bombs, The Finest Hours, Patriots Day, Spies in Disguise, The Courier, and I'm Your Woman. Now let's begin our countdown of the top 10 actresses to portray Lois Lane.
Were you in love with him?
He was Superman. Everyone was in love with him.
But were you?
The next actress on our list is Kate Bosworth, the Man of Steel's first return to the big screen since 1987's dismal Superman 4: The Quest for Peace. This Bryan Singer film was highly anticipated. The director had left the X-Men franchise to helm it, and there were hopes of launching an entirely new series of films following the original film's choice to cast a relative unknown in the role, Brandon Routh. He stepped into Christopher Reeve's sizable shoes, and Kate Bosworth was cast as Lois. While not a terrible, if somewhat melancholic relaunch of the property, Bosworth's Lois isn't given much to do, and she's saddled with the forgettable fiancé in James Marsden and a sickly child in Tristan Lakewood Bow, who we later learn is actually Superman's. Her chemistry with Routh, not exactly setting the screen ablaze either, is virtually non-existent. She comes off cold, stiff, and awkward among her peers. Among her peers, Bosworth's performance is definitely the least of the Lois's. Ranker does put her at 42% on the list, though.
Hello, Clark. Are you awake?
I'll say, who could sleep through a racket like this?
But it's been going on every night since we've been in turn.
The next actress on our list is Joan Alexander. Fleischer Studios' Superman short films premiered during the 1940s, presenting an idealized and heavily sanitized version of the Man of Steel. However, the screen's first iteration of Lois Lane remains a spitfire, even if she is very much a damsel in distress. Joan Alexander is sweet and confident, a Disney princess in a pantsuit with an itch for breaking stories. It's a safe depiction of Lois, but it does an admirable job respecting the character's essence, especially considering it came out in the 1940s. Ranker voters have her at 42%.
Come on, Jimmy. Let's rush back to the office and write the story. The end of the Brainiac, thanks to Superman.
Yeah. Don't be too sure.
So then they asked if I would audition to be Lois Lane, and I was thrilled. And then I found out last week, which was a shock to me, that I have played Lois longer than anyone.
Next actress on the list is Delaney. Superman the Animated Series might not be as universally revered as Batman the Animated Series, but it remains one of the definitive versions of the Man of Steel. In the eyes of many, Delaney is the definitive Lois in both look and behavior. The Superman in the animated series is less of a Boy Scout. Thus, his Lois is equally daring and flirtier, but no less driven or decisive. Delaney imbues her Lois with confidence and allure that makes her stand out above all other versions. The show pays as much, if not more, importance to her relationship with Clark as her relationship with Superman, creating a singular dynamic that remains strangely absent from modern Superman stories. Delaney's Lois is ambitious, brave to the point of recklessness, enthusiastic, and unafraid to express her feelings. In short, she is nothing less than iconic. Ranker voters put her at 68%.
How do you always manage to arrive just in the nick of time?
It's a gift.
You wouldn't be keeping an eye on me or anything.
The Man of Steel deserves better than a circus incident and a fender bender. I want pecs. I want cape. I want pearly whites.
Yes, Miss Lane.
The thing about playing Lois that I'm going to miss is they were always throwing something different at me.
The next actress on the list is Erica Durance. Although Smallville began with Clark and Lana as the main couple, it wasn't long before poor Miss Lang was sidelined in favor of the farm boy's true love. Erica Durance arrives in season 4, becoming integral to the show's late success and developing a perfect dynamic with Tom Welling's Clark. Smallville emphasizes how different Clark and Lois truly are, with Durance going all in by depicting Lois as fiercely independent and courageous. Durance also gives a very physical performance, making Lois all the more impressive and coming as close to making her Clark's equal as possible. Durance is the ideal Lois for the 2000s, delivering the defining version of the character for the millennial generation. Ranker voters put her at 69%.
What's the S stand for?
It's not an S. On my world, it means hope.
Well, here it's an S.
The next actress on the list is Amy Adams. First things first, Amy Adams is one of her generation's best actresses. Compelling, passionate, and versatile performer, capable of playing the sweetest Disney princess as easily as a feisty Boston waitress. Adams was an inspired choice to play Lois Lane, and she did brilliantly in the Better Than You Remember Man of Steel, where Zack Snyder brought her to the thick of the action and gave her a meaningful role with actual stakes. The problem is her characterization got nearly destroyed with Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice, a film that has no idea what to do with her. Batman vs. Superman might have been one of the DCEU's few box office successes, but it's a mediocre film that saddles Adams' Lois with a futile and meaningless side plot, reducing her to useless bystander that arguably makes things worse for Supes. Things aren't much better for her either in Justice League, meaning Adams, like most of the previous DCEU actors, got an unceremoniously and pitiful ending. Ranker voters put her at 54%.
It's Lois. What'd you say your name was again?
Kent. Clark Kent. Oh. Sorry.
Next actress on the list is Elizabeth Tulloch. She debuted in the 2018 Elseworlds Arrowverse crossover event featuring The ensembles of CW shows The Flash, Green Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow, and Supergirl. Elizabeth Tulloch's Lois is frank, uncompromising, and a hard-nosed investigator. Married to Superman, Clark, played by Tyler Hoechlin, she is also mother to twins Jonathan and Jordan, played by Jordan Elsass and Alex Garfin, respectively. Tulloch has played Lois across a variety of universes and dimensions, including one where she married to another man, John Henry Irons, played by Will Parks, and one where she's a bizarro Lois who's largely deformed. She's plumbed the depths of not just drive and ambition, but emotional vulnerability as well. While she's played Lois since 2018, Tulloch has only regularly appeared since Superman and Lois premiered in 2021, so there's room for continued growth and development. Ranker voters put her at 54%.
Forever. With you. I'm so bad at this.
What did I tell you, Kansas? Be direct.
Are you game to follow him with me?
Didn't I promise the chief I'd never let you out of my sight?
We'll just follow the road and keep our eye on the tire tracks. Come on.
Next on our list is Phyllis Coats. The Lee Sholem-directed 1951 Superman and the Mole Men is ideally the first theatrical Superman movie. The two other previous films were created as serials. In Superman and the Mole Men, actress Phyllis Coats was cast to portray Lois Lane. The movie was also the first time George Reeves portrayed Superman. Superman and the Mole Men served as a precursor to the Adventures of Superman TV series, in which Coats reprised her role as Lois Lane in the first season. Phyllis Coats' version of Lois Lane was depicted as tough, no-nonsense, and more assertive than later portrayals. Phyllis Coats would also appear in Lois and Clark as Ellen Lane, Lois's mother. Ranker voters put her at 61%.
Superman, you're wonderful. How did you know we were in trouble?
Little bird told me. Bet you the little bird's name was Clark Kent. Could be.
What are you doing with the Geiger counter?
Oh, well, Superman asked me to check this plane for any traces of contamination. Obviously, it's perfectly all right. See? No clicks.
You're just trying to confuse me. But Superman and you, I still wonder.
Wonder? Well, it's no wonder you wonder. You're a pretty wonderful girl.
Next on our list is Noel Neal. Noel Neal was the first actress to portray DC Comics Lois Lane in a live-action movie. She was featured in the first movie serial from 1948. She was Superman's primary love interest. The movie was created as a 15-part serial and starred actor Kirk Alyn as the Man of Steel. Superman. The 1948 Superman movie serial was largely successful. Atom Man vs. Superman was a 15-part sequel released in 1950. Noel Neal and Kirk Alyn reprised their roles as Lois Lane and Clark Kent, Superman, respectively. Neal reprised the role in the 1954 short film Stamp Day for Superman, created by the United States Department of the Treasury. However, she was paired with actor George Reeves, who portrayed Superman on television. She had a brief cameo as Lois Lane's mother in 1978's movie Superman,
Lois Lane, you have a writer's gift for invention.
And as Lex Luthor's love interest in the 2006 Superman Returns. Ranker voters put her at 70%.
You said that if I helped you get out of prison, you'd take care of
Perhaps you could arrange for half my salary to be sent to this address on a weekly basis.
Your bookie, right?
A what?
Don't tell me. He sends a check every week to his sweet gray-haired old mother.
The next actress on the list is Margot Kidder. The first installment in the original Superman film series was released in 1978. Canadian-American actress Margot Kidder was cast as the iconic Lois Lane. She became the third actress to portray the character, but was widely recognized as the face of Lois Lane for decades. This was largely because of the popularity and success of the original Superman films. Kidder was the Lois Lane to Christopher Reeve's Superman. The actress reprised the role in all 4 installments, including Superman 2, 3, and 4, though her appearance in 3 was a glorified cameo. Margot Kidder's portrayal of Lois Lane is often considered one of the definitive versions of the character, balancing intelligence, determination, and vulnerability. Ranker voters put her at 65%.
What's that?
Easy, miss. I've got you.
You've got me. Who's got you?
Clark?
Just a sec, Lois.
What you working on?
The Emmy-nominated actress played Lois in the 90s classic show Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman, delivering the best and most fully realized version of the iconic Daily Planet reporter. Natural comedian, Hatcher brings levity and charm to her portrayal, creating a flirtatious and unforgettable Lois that won the hearts of millions. Hatcher finds the balance between slapstick and gravitas, handling the show's often silly dialogue and grounding it in something real. Her Lois is sassy, witty, shrewd, and ingenuous, a quality necessary to succeed as a reporter that many versions of the character take for granted. Perhaps most importantly, Hatcher's Lois made it abundantly clear why Clark would fall so head over heels for her. Many actresses have come and gone, but few have made Lois as timeless as Teri Hatcher. All bow to the quintessential Lois Lane. Ranker has her at 76% of fan votes.
It's a good thing that stuff doesn't have any effect on you. Or does it?
Lois Lane, I love you.
Oh, Superman. You don't know how long I have waited to hear you say those words.
And that was our show for today. What did you think? Who's your favorite Lois Lane? Who is the most comic accurate actress to portray Superman's love interest? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. And while you're at it, I'd be honored if you subscribe to my channel, click the bell to stay informed, share this video as that will help me grow on YouTube as well, and check out my Carl Vincent Vampire Hunter franchise also in the comments section. Until next time, this is Kevin Gibbons saying, live long and prosper, may the force be with you, and keep reaching for the stars.